What do you think about the shutdown of the LittleBigPlanet servers?
I mean, yeah, it was just really sad. I mean, obviously I moved on and Media Mulligan moved on from LittleBigPlanet a long time ago. So in some ways, it was actually, for me, it was similar to like London studio closing. You know, this year's been terrible for people getting laid off and for studio closures, just with the current, for a bunch of reasons, right? That's happening. But when it's a studio you worked at that get closed, it's like it cuts different. And I was surprised how that affected me, London studio closing, because it just brought back a lot of memories of that time in that place. On the one hand, it's inevitable, of course, like it was never going to be kept up by Sony like forever. So there's that. But then actually the main issue for me is not that it was turned off, it's the way it was done and the way it was like, oh, it'll be back online soon. And it's like, we've just decided not to. I thought that was really shitty. And I think they really fucked up there. And that's the worst bit. That bit is the worst bit. Like turning off is bad. I wish it was still up there for the people that were still using it. But I can understand why it had to happen at some point. So in that regard, it's a bit like, everyone dies. You don't know when, but it's going to happen. So it's an inevitability. And in that regard, I'm kind of fine. I'm at peace with that. But the way it was done was not good. There's not much more to be said about that. I think it could and more importantly should have been done a lot better. All assumption on my part, assumed what happened there was they looked into getting it back online, and it was maybe more work than they'd realized it would be, and they just decided that it wasn't worth doing. So it's not like it was done on purpose, like it wasn't malevolent. No one was thinking, how can we be as cruel as possible here? And yet I think it's just such a shame that that's how it happened. It's like a horrible car crash that LittleBigPlanet has died in, rather than a nice peaceful, fell asleep and then didn't wake up, would have been what you would have wished for anyone you care about. So it's more, it's the nature of the death rather than the death itself. That's my analogy.
Right. No, it's a perfect one, a sad one for sure.
And again, gallows humor is important. It's important that we can laugh about it.
Right, because
it is sad.